What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, it's been a while since I have done an answering comments or Q&A video, so I will do one today. You can probably tell my voice is a little bit better, but not quite there yet, so we'll see how far we can go. But as you can tell, I'm 10 days behind, and there's been a lot of comments on the recent videos just with everything going on. So I'm going to try and catch up as much as I can, but maybe expect another one of these out in the next couple of days as I try to work through all the comments, because I genuinely appreciate all of you guys who take the time to comment on here, and I want to make sure I'm at least acknowledging it in one of these videos, if not directly writing on them. But if I can do it in the video, then I will do it. So here we go. All right, so starting 10 days ago, this was with Christopher Charles saying, I'm making 3 SPS in Wild Champ 2 versus 44 SPS in Modern Champ 1, and people are still clamoring to cut more rewards to Wild and give them to Modern. So much of this community is completely lost in terms of what will fix this game. Well, you know what? I mean, granted, sure, your numbers are fine. The problem is that there's still a lot of botting that happens in Wild. And so even if it was like 1,000,000 to 1, it's more of a principle thing, Christopher, where a lot of people are just saying, why are rewards being given in an area where botting is allowed, right? So I don't, you can come with whatever numbers you want. I think it's a principled argument rather than, hey, I'm earning 44 here and 3 here. So I think that only gets solved if we find a resolution for non-botting in Wild, but that is a can of worms. I don't know if we're all ready to open up just yet. Okay, Nicola says, well, for a 15K investment, at least return is good. 4 years, top level, nonstop playing greatness. Okay, awesome. This was on the top Splinterlands players are earning $10 a day. Okay, let me do that. Okay, cool. And all right, Kingbo says definitely they've been renting SPS. I've got 64K staked. Oh yeah, you know what? I was wrong on that. Brandon actually did, and here's Brandon's comment here: renting 500,000 SPS at 0.003. So also renting some Key Rebellion max cards. So thank you, Brandon, for that, and thank you, Kingbo. You are absolutely right that is the case. Now again, I think it's still worth it because renting that much SPS at that price seems relatively cheap, but especially for the rewards that you're getting. But ultimately, I'm sure the math is going to change over time. Our International Travel Channel says, do you have a strategy yet for the different draws in the new shop? If you saw my recent video, I'm just not even bothering. I want to wait until there's guaranteed rarities, and then I will go from there. In the last season, I didn't even max out my whatever the top draw is. I did a couple of the top 2, and that's kind of it. I don't have a strategy, and I am just going to wait and hoard some Glint until that point in time. RK, thank you so much for liking the video. Cold S says new player experience, and then after that they're all like a bunch of us sitting in the middle. I feel like it is a take from the bottom to feed the ones at the top. The guys earning these $10 a day are very few actually at the moment compared to the massive players who are no longer playing in Modern, because it's pointless at the moment excuse me, to be stuck in the same place. Well, you know what? I mean, how much here's the thing, and I would love anybody to respond to this. If you put $10 into a game or even $100 into a game, how much money should you be making from that? Just genuinely asking, how much money should you be making from that in order for you to feel like it's worth your time? And then after you answer that question, tell me how that's sustainable, right? How it is sustainable unless you have money flowing in from other avenues, such as sponsorships, such as advertising. In fact, that's a really interesting model that I think could be done with a certain type of crypto game. You see it in mobile all the time. And imagine if like advertising was there to buy back tokens and give them out as rewards. That'd be kind of cool. But obviously Splinterlands doesn't have that. So, yes, the top guys are going to be earning $10 a day, but they've also invested tens of thousands of dollars. So I don't mind that scaling up. Like, I don't think you guys have ever heard me complain about, oh, I'm only earning this much SPS and whatever. I mean, maybe I have, right? I'm human, but at this point, like, I'm not putting extra dollars in. I'm not one of the top investors in the game, and so therefore, I'm just I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, and at this point, it's all gravy, right? I'm not gonna spend any more on my cards, and if I have to play in Wild for the rest of my life, then I'm gonna play in Wild. But I'm still gonna be earning SPS every single day, and every single battle that I win, and I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, Alicio says $12 a day for a 10K plus initial investment, over which all your cards are constantly losing value, which you earn on one side. Playing. Okay, so I can also make $12 a day from 1 million investments in the bank. Don't mean it's a good investment, sadly. Okay, so Alicios, and we've been through this so many times, but this is what I talk about all the time. This is not an investment. Like it's a game, bro. Like it's a game. And if you're not having fun with the game, I think this is going to be the fundamental shift that changes, especially as I'm seeing how the community reacts to Parallel, for example. People love the game for the game itself. They are playing hours a day on the free-to-play version, right? I'm playing many hours a day beyond whatever I could earn because I'm loving the game. Now, Splinterlands does have a game that people do enjoy. I still enjoy it. I think many people out there enjoy it. And it's such a small community that if you just expose it to the masses, I think that there's an opportunity there. Granted, it is a significant buy-in, and that's going to be a major hurdle. And again, I don't want to get into that side of things. But if this is the problem, even though I use a lot of terms like, ROI and this is whatever, I do believe that is a terrible way to view things as an investment only. And Matt has said he doesn't want this to be a DeFi platform. So you know that we're never going to go in that direction. So the thing is, if you're going to brag here about earning $12 a day from, other investments, go there. Like, I'll tell you this. The way I make my money, whether it's in crypto or others, it's not playing a game, right? I play the game for fun because I enjoy it and I can get something out of it compared to my gaming time in Web 2. And that's where I think the switch is going to be. We just had, after the Axie Infinity moment in 2021, everybody's just been chasing that. They've been chasing, hey, how can I quit my job and play this game and cover all of my debts? Well, guess what? Like, I don't mean this harshly, but if you're sitting at home playing a game, you're adding zero value to society, right? So I don't know that should be rewarded, just on a principle standpoint, right? That should not be rewarded in the sense that you were able to earn a living wage when other people are literally like, cleaning dumpsters or trash and providing value to society, building infrastructure, doing supply chain. So again, sorry to get on my high horse here, but this is the whole point, right? Yes, we look at things from an investment level. Now, going back to your first point here, right? $12 a day for a 10K initial investment. Are the cards worth it? Not from an investment standpoint, but from a collector's, from a gaming standpoint. For me, no, right? That's why I haven't really bought into Rebellion. But for many other people, yes, right? They want to be at the top level, top tier of this game. They want to be earning all that glint. They want to be at the top of the leaderboard. So for them, it's subjective, right? That 10K doesn't really matter how much you're earning on the back end. They're still going to pay it because that's what they want. But if you're looking at this purely from numbers, you're always going to lose, right? Because yes, there will be times in which the crypto market goes crazy. And we're going to talk about those times because I think those times actually pull people in and expose them to the game. To me, like I said, that is the best form of marketing. And then once people come in, not that I want them to come in and just get washed out, right, by all their assets losing value, but this is a crypto game at the end of the day. Crypto goes in cycles. Therefore, we will see a time in which, things are booming and then a time when they're bust. And right now we're still in the bust, which sucks because Bitcoin's booming, right? But that's a totally other topic. So I get what you're saying. I just think that it's not apples to apples comparison. Okay. Mondred says, very happy with the update so far. Now that Modern's finally getting his fair share of SPS, my earnings went up like crazy. Usually try to get 5,000 SPS per season from ranked battles. With 8 days left, I'm already at 3,250. Amazing. I wonder, Mondred, if you could give us an update how you did last season overall. Firebolt says, not worried, neutral, looking forward the upcoming town hall. Very cool. Oh, so what did you think of the town hall? Kazrak says, Ultimus is playing both Vet V and my account. Probably the best player in the game right now. All right. Well, you're going to give Mondred a run for his money. All right. Apollo says, I like most of the recent changes, but the Glint store is a joke. Work all season for top 10 or 10 top level chests to get crap and no legendary cards. I will never max out my cards in the new system. Without the daily rewards and season chests, I've lost a bit of motivation to play as much. And it looks like a lot of people agree with you here. Well, I'm kind of on the same boat as you, right? I've been botting my account in Wild, and now I'm not even buying anything. I'm just stacking Glint, and I'm literally not doing anything. I'm literally just having the bot just play the game for me. So hopefully that does change, because I do want them to add more stuff to the Glint store. And like I said in a previous video, my hope is that we get the guaranteed rarity draws soon, because I only need epics and legendaries. All right, wow, there's a lot of conversation on this, so I'm not gonna be able to get to all of it. But Horus, let's see. So I was gonna write a bunch of stuff. Forget it. We are effed because Matt said no listing. That is the number one reason people are leaving. The fact that they think this game will make it through the next bear is ridiculous. That's what is wrong with Matt. Hello, we have a year and a half tops. The Splinterlands is over. Do you guys not know crypto? Stop pretending it will be fine. We have 18 months until this is all over. Why do you sound like this is the end of the world? And we haven't started yet. WTF, take value away and crap on the old cards. Thanks, Matt. I'm just curious, what did Level Up Live say? If people thought we had an opportunity to pump, they would hold and wait. It's better for the non-believers to think there is no hope and sell now so we can start going up without the baggage. Yeah, but, the baggage is always going to be along for the ride. That's kind of my concern with this. Horus, I get it, man. I don't think the world is going to end in 18 months, but I also don't think that Splinterlands is going to end in 18 months. I do think that, here's the thing. I think Splinterlands could literally crap the bed, and as long as everything else goes up, they're going to be fine in terms of Matt being much more conservative and probably selling off a lot of gains in, their other crypto holdings to tide them over until the next bull run in 2028. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, right? But I just did a video on, the promo event or promo having event, whatever it is. And, people are still spending money, like literally thousands of dollars in the game. So I don't think that it's over. Granted, I'm as concerned as you are about the next 18 months and if the team will be able to get things in a position to benefit from it. But, I think they would really need to fumble the bag at this point. And I don't believe that they will. Granted, I know people are going to come in here. Tails is going to come in here and be like, their track record is awful. And you're absolutely right. Everything that they're doing now. So for example, right, everything that Splinterlands is doing now, they should have been doing last year. So again, I'm going to compare them to Parallel, right? What was Parallel doing last year? They were building, they were getting all these features and doing all this stuff. Now, what are they doing? They're launching, and it's not just Parallel, right? It's Parallel, Alluvium, like all of these different projects they were building in the bear. And now all they're doing is announcing partnerships because they're already there and ready to go. They're launching features long awaited, and they are announcing partnerships and really getting out there. We are a year behind. Now, in Matt's perspective, from what I understood in the last town hall, he's thinking that the bull market will go into 2025, which means that they have until the end of the year to line up all of their ducks. Again, is it going to cut it close? Probably. Are we going to miss out on the early parts of the bull run? Probably. I've said all that before. But as long as they're ready by Q4, in my opinion, I think that there's still going to be enough of a pump, and whatever we get in 2025 that will be beneficial, or at least Splinterlands will benefit from. But I've come around to the idea that the bull run is probably going to be very muted for Splinterlands unless they can really hit the ground running once they're done with all this stuff. But all that remains to be seen. So I'm not as pessimistic as you are, but I do understand where you're coming from. All right, so Alicia says, I think it's both. People leaving, consolidating all their accounts on the way out. I think we saw this already. A lot of folks, I think it's a lot of bot farms probably went offline. So we'll see. So Firebolt says, it's all good. If we go down, we go down. Worst feeling in the world is when you miss out on opportunities. Consolidation does make a lot of sense. Let's see what we get on Thursday's town hall. Damn, this is from 8 days ago. So let's do a couple more. And then we'll cut it here. So Tails, we're just talking about you, Tails. Daily battles aren't dropping. It looks to be bot farm account consolidation happening wild due to the ability for abysmal decks to reach diamond now with soulbound summoners. They are no longer limited by rental periods, but now by rented SPS. They now need to pool SPS on fewer accounts to maximize SPS extraction and continue tanking the token. Yay, bot farms. Well, if they're renting SPS, I would say that that's good. The problem is we just have too much SPS. All right, Last Hope says wrong. Okay, sure. Whatever that means. It was a question. Are they leaving or is it account consolidation? And I guess both are just wrong. All right, Erroneous says, I like the new system. Very cool. All right, International Travel Channel, thanks for coming through. All right, so Logan Gaming says, not easy to get new players now. It was much more rewarding playing in bronze in 2021 compared to playing in silver today. Also, you can get in the game with just $10 investment before and slowly build your deck. Now you have to invest much more compared to Parallel or Gods Unchained. You can play those with a little investment, still earn a decent amount. Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, and I think that's why a lot of the folks are. I think that's why a lot of the folks are going to go towards those other games, because in order to be at the top tier here, it's not only skill, right? Whereas you could be in the top tier, not of earnings, but of playing in something like Parallel. I don't know Gods Unchained because I've only played it once, but Parallel is completely free to play, and you could be invited to tournaments and be at the top of your game if you do that. With Splinterlands, I think we're going to have a much more difficult time getting folks on board. But, the team is going to try, so we'll see what happens. All right, so Sorry Smurf says 100% bronze and silver bot farms. Every day I am more and more bullish on SPS. Thank you, Matt. All right. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll call it a day so this video doesn't end up being super long. Kevin says, been playing on SPL for 3 years and competing Silver League leaderboard, but due to recent changes, especially ranked battles, I've decided to liquidate all my assets, especially my Silver League cards that seem to be worthless right now. Very disappointed. All right, well, there you go. You guys have somebody who has left the game. Again, I don't believe that they are the only one, but it is what it is. And Kevin, I mean, I genuinely wish you the best. Thank you for letting me know or letting us know here, because I was under the impression that maybe not as many people were leaving. I think that there's a lot of people that complain, but granted, they'll probably just stick around or bought their account like I am. And you know what's funny? I'll close the video out on this, which I thought about making a separate video, but it's probably more relevant here. Here's the thing. If you're upset with the direction of the game, I mean, it's okay to sell out. I'm not going to be upset with you, right? But my question is, if you're upset with the game and you're seeing other opportunities, which there are plentiful other opportunities out there, like, why are you sticking around? So I'll give you my example. I see those other opportunities. I like the game. I like Splinterlands. I'm not selling, but I'm not even sticking around, right? I mean, yeah, I'm doing content, but my account is mainly botted, and I'm just like letting my assets grow. I'm not, I understand. I understand the frustration, because I'm frustrated like many other people in terms of like where they're at. But I also understand long term that this is not where they want to be, that this is a stepping stone to where they're going to go. And therefore, I'm not at a point where I'm like, all right, sell everything, let's get out of here. But I am at a point where I'm just like, okay, I understand the frustration. I don't feel like playing anymore, right? I don't want to have a silver or gold level deck playing in modern, so I'm just going to bot this thing in wild, and I'll come back later. But I just don't understand why people who are upset, and I'm not calling you out, Kevin, actually, you're doing the right thing. I just don't understand why people who are upset with the game, why are you still sticking around? Because I've left, right? I'm playing mostly Parallel and other games these days. So I've left, and I've just let my assets do their thing. Maybe I'm just trying to get you to put your money where your mouth is. If you really are unhappy, then you guys should follow in Kevin's footsteps here. And put your money where your mouth is. Sell out, and then go make money somewhere else. Like, I mean, I want you to be successful. Please understand that this isn't like Splinterlands ride or die. Like, I mean, Splinterlands is gonna do what it's gonna do. But I genuinely care about you guys here who spend the time to support the channel and chat and all this stuff. So, like, if you see better opportunities, go chase them. And then, you know what? Tell me about them too, so that I can go check them out. But I just. Again, I'm not like, salt is fine. It's confusing to me sometimes, because I'm just like, man, I've totally taken a step back from the game. But I still like it, and I'm still bullish on the future, but I've totally taken a step back, and other people have not, right? Like, they're just like not happy with the direction of the game, talking about other areas in which they can make money. And I don't know why they're not doing that. Like, granted, selling now sucks, because obviously assets are at probably an all-time low unless you're holding Rebellion or Rift Watchers. So I can get that. It's tough. It's tough to sell at a loss. But I'm just saying, like, if you need to take a step back, right? If you're not going to do what Kevin's doing, just grab one of those tokens, bot your account, and let's start playing something new. I mean, join me in parallel, join me in, or introduce me to another game, and we'll come back and check on Splinterlands in 6 months. I think that's totally cool and totally fine to do. I just don't like seeing everybody like all upset and then like same comments over and over again. I mean, I don't mind. I appreciate you guys commenting, but it's like at some point, like there's got to be a straw that breaks the camel's back, right? It's just like everything that the team has done since the beginning of the year has been awful. I'm like, okay, well, like when will awful be enough? So, some of this is tongue in cheek, but at the same time, it's just like I just want you guys to like find something that you can be excited about. Because yes, am I still excited about the long-term prospects for Splinterlands? Absolutely. Does the time right now in this moment, Q2 of 2024, is it the best? No, I share your frustration on many things, right? But I'm trying to make the moves that allow me to still have exposure with the least amount of time required in order to maximize my ROI, right, for the game. So we'll close on that. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I will try to do more of these over the next couple of days so we can catch up, because we're still a week behind. But lots going on in crypto with the Bitcoin halving happening this week. And so hopefully we will see what happens after that. But that is all I got. Have an amazing rest of your day. Catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.